Exactly. Now, good. Now I agree.
Okay.
Hold that little coochie up. Are you recording?
Yeah.
Good. Outtakes.
Okay. Welcome to 1,000 Questions with Mars. I'm Mars, and this is King Gerald. And then,
and then
we gotta tell what the show is about.
I am now. So this show is like a spinoff from my podcast for a lot of women that have questions or back questions about the stories that I tell on my body bowl, the 1,000 bodies. None other to ask me questions than my girlfriend Mars. She also have questions, and for me, it's a good show because she gets to ask me questions, and I'm completely 100% honest with her, whether it was questions during our dealings or between our dealings, because we've known each other for so long. I think women get to see the real answers and real perspective from a real man answering real questions. Okay.
So before I jump into questions, let's just give them a little backstory, like about us.
Okay.
So, we met on Facebook.
Yeah,
right?
You was on me.
He was funny back in the day, and I did used to like some of his stuff and things like that. He slid in my DM. I did have a boyfriend when he slid in my DM.
I didn't know that. That's crazy. 2014 and this is 2024. After 11 years, I did not know that. Go ahead.
I did. I think because I never posted him, so you didn't know. Maybe you thought I was
not even that. I didn't know. You just go ahead.
I did. I had a
to this day, I never knew that. That's crazy. Go ahead.
I think, or maybe I was fresh out of a relationship. I know that I truly wasn't single, so I turned you down. Is the point that I was getting at.
Okay.
And then a couple months passed, and then he slid back in. And I finally.
Did you turn me down? Like, what was your I mean, what?
That's why I said I think I told you I had a boyfriend. He was like, "Okay, cool."
That's crazy. Y'all don't remember that.
Or I told you, or I may have told. My famous line is like, "I don't really feel comfortable with talking with people off of social media. Like, I always be afraid I'm gonna get catfished."
See, this is why this is good for this show, because even in this right now, off the rip, I don't agree with none of this. I don't agree with none of this. Not saying that you talked to me initially, but I don't remember a turn down. I don't remember a of course, we didn't connect first. Like, oh yeah, it wasn't like that. I agree with that. But I never remember there being a significant other. I never remember there being a time period where it was like undecisive. I don't remember that, but here we are.
You don't remember a lot of stuff. So then anyway.
Did you tell the year? Did you tell?
2014 is, well, actually you slid in the DMs in 2013.
Okay.
Because I can go back on my Facebook. You can't go back on your
now that
Facebook.
You say that, it might, now what you're saying might be coming together, and it might be true, because I remember from 2014 going forward. Right. So it might have been 2013 and you said this stuff about boyfriend, or you wasn't ready or whatever. So I'm not saying that it's absolutely wrong, but if now that you said 2013, I don't even remember sliding in DM.
Then 2014, it was like around his birthday.
Yeah.
He was at the gym. I met up with him at the gym, not to work out. I was just going to the parking lot, and we talked. I found out it was your birthday, and I took you to Subway.
Right. The best. No, it ain't. I was about to lie and already said this ain't about lying. Yeah, but I did appreciate the gesture. See the
gesture.
Quick note, gesture or gesture?
Gesture.
Okay, so a gesture is an act. A jester is a clown.
Right.
Okay, I appreciated the gesture. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we started dating after that. And then we dated for about a year and a half, like up until like middle of 2015. And then we broke things off. Well, I broke things off. And then we didn't talk for years. And then we met back up again in 2021.
We did talk for years. We didn't.
We checked in.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But we didn't date in between that time.
Right.
So you're right. Yeah. And then in 2021, we started dating again, and the rest of that is
history. Yeah. That's why I always just yesterday. What was that song I was singing to you?
I don't know. You sing a lot of songs.
True, but what is the one? when I said you can't keep running in and out of my life. I just sang that to her yesterday.
Yeah.
Because she kept running in and out of my life.
I
But did we give the premise of the show? We gave some background. So basically, just gonna ask me questions.
Yeah.
That and like I said, I love the art of this show because it's honesty from a typical man and from a typical woman asking her man and getting the honest answer versus a man, having to hide whether she be mad about things about his past or present. But in this show, you're getting the honesty.
Yep. All right. So I am a big fan of the podcast. I think it's good information out there. I enjoy watching it. And I know a lot of people are like, how can you listen to him talk about other females that he's been with? But it doesn't bother me. It actually is intriguing, it's interesting. But we've always talked openly about his relationships with other women. So I'm gonna jump.
And we always talk openly about you too.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
About me and about my relationships. Yeah.
Just openly, period.
Yeah. Okay. So in the show, if you guys haven't watched it, make sure you go watch it. But in the show, he starts by pulling a name from the body bowl, and before he jumps into like the details of the story, he always rates the women, and he rates their face, and you rate their body. So, what's my rating?
The rate? Oh man, is that one of the questions?
Yeah, that's my rating. Yes.
Do I have to be honest? No, ratings. You really. So, ooh man.
I don't really want to know, but I thought it would be entertaining.
Okay, well, face, I rate you a 10.
You go on a scale of 100, like grades.
Well, I do, but I think on the last episode I just was saying 10. I don't know if I want to keep saying 100. What do you think? What do you think about that?
I like you do 100%. I think it sets you apart.
Okay. Well, we're going to say this. For the face, it's 100. I think you're very beautiful. I don't know if I tell you that a lot or enough. I'll be feeling, I don't know, this is just my thing. I'll be feeling like if I was with Rihanna, do I got to keep telling her she's pretty? But you remember, didn't we have this conversation before?
Yeah.
And then you said that, she wants to hear it.
From the person that she's with.
Yeah, and I hear you, but it still don't make me, so I probably need to tell you more, or no?
I just know that about you. I know it's nothing personal, so I don't dwell on it like, why does he never say I'm beautiful? I know he's with me.
Okay. So 100 in the face. I think you're very beautiful. I think that's I think you probably know that. Do people tell you that all the time?
People tell me that.
Very attractive. Body. What do you think your body is?
So my body, I wouldn't give it 100%.
Right.
I wouldn't even give it 80% because I don't be working out. I would give it like a C-.
Well, that's what I wasn't gonna say minus. I was gonna say,
I give it a C-.
I was gonna say a C, like a C, just because that's like a regular woman's body.
Regular average woman's body. It could definitely have improvement.
Right.
And then also like I lost a lot of weight. So
even with my rating and you watching it from each episode, that's what, like, I have the scale. Mm-hmm. Average woman body is average woman body. Like, you don't work out, but it's a woman's body. A D is a terrible body.
Yeah, like you don't even.
I don't know
what is. Sit up and eat all day.
No, because a C could be you just eat all day.
But maybe a C you eat all day.
An attractive regular body. Yeah. You don't do nothing extra.
Yeah.
So A is, she go to the gym,
right,
and she's on it. B is you go to the gym, but whatever.
But C, you be bullshitting on your diet.
Yeah, exactly. C is a regular woman. Yeah. D is you're in a negative. Yeah. You was born negative.
You maybe got a flat booty.
Yeah. You get it. So back to, I wouldn't give it a C minus. You gave it some C minus body. I think it's a C plus. I think it's a C, like a C plus. Right. You got yams.
That's the first time he ever said that.
Everybody want yams these days.
Everybody want yams. Okay, that's fair.
Okay,
I agree with it. All right, so my next question. In episode 1, you said that you lost your virginity to a woman that wasn't, and it was like nothing.
Right.
Like she didn't really make a big deal about it. And you said that's probably why you're attracted to women that don't really take sex seriously.
Right.
So what kind of girl am I? Like, do you think, like, when we met, did you think I was that type of girl that didn't take sex seriously?
When we met, I didn't know. I never know.
Okay.
I'm just initially talking to a woman that I'm attracted to. I don't know if you're promiscuous. I don't know if you're serious about sex. I don't know. And I don't even try to guess.
Okay.
To me, I think that's mundane. I think that's crazy to try to guess, is she a freak? Is she with the business or not? That's crazy. I don't waste my time. If I'm attracted to you, then we're going to find out through the,
Okay. That's fair. All right. While we're on the topic of sex, I don't know if you've ever mentioned this on the show though.
Okay, I'm all ears.
But you mentioned it to me before, and then I was watching a show, and these guys mentioned it before, that men fake orgasms.
Right.
And you told me that you faked orgasms before.
Yes.
So, number one, can you explain how that works? And number two, have you ever faked an orgasm with me?
Okay, first I'll explain. So that how that works is, it could be the reasons could be two reasons. Is because I'm trying to see where her head is at. That's one reason. On if I get her pregnant, is she trying to keep the baby, or just where her head is at, or how she feels about me? It kind of gives a glimpse, like, ooh, I want to keep this baby. So one, two, I might be done with the sex, whether, and I think I spoke on it on the show, whether it was smell and I wasn't attracted to it and didn't want to continue, or I was done with the sex. Or so those are the two reasons I would fake orgasm. The second question is, have I ever faked with you? I don't remember, but we about to get down to the bottom of it. Do you think I've ever came in you before 2001? Well,
yeah, like in our first.
Yeah, 2002.
2022.
2022. Do you think I've came in you before?
No.
Okay, because I was gonna say, if you think I did, then I faked.
No.
So now let's get to the second part. So 2021. Have I ever came in you besides when you got pregnant?
Yes.
When?
It was on a few occasions, not a lot.
Ooh, a few.
Like probably two.
Yeah, that if it's two, if you were saying more than, and I'm sorry that I don't remember, but if you was gonna say more than two, even a few was scary. I was gonna say, yeah, I have. If it's three, if you said a few, maybe two, they were genuine. But if it's more than that, then I definitely did. Oh, I don't remember doing it.
Okay.
And to be honest with you, and this is just my truth. Oh shoot. I think I have.
I think you have too.
I think I have. Because I only remember.
Recently.
No, when?
I feel like recently you was tired.
Like how recent?
Like a few months recently.
No.
Maybe.
No.
Well, that's the thing. As a girl, you don't know.
Yeah, I know, but no, that's crazy that you think that. So I was going to say this. I only remember truly. What word are we using?
Fake orgasm.
Fake orgasm, and then I don't remember fake. I only remember truly orgasming you the time that you got pregnant.
Oh, you. I think the nut be erasing your memory.
What? Tell me.
Because it was times before.
But how do you know if you saying that you don't know?
Because I keep a calendar.
No. Not when you think.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, like, it's been times, but.
So how do you know?
I don't know.
Exactly. So I'm telling you, for the honesty and for the record, I only remember truly coming in you the time you got pregnant with our son. But you're saying that I have before? After 2021?
Yeah. Which is why I didn't think I was really pregnant when I found out I was pregnant.
Why?
Because I thought you had done it before. But mind you, like, I'm not the type of girl that just be like, yeah, do that. And, like, I don't really be wanting no man to do that inside of me.
Okay.
Like, that's not like, oh, it's kind of like, oh,
don't
do that.
So wait, so let's get clarity on. So
I didn't think that you did. Okay, so this is one clue that, like, you don't know in the act, but the aftermath of somebody having an orgasm inside of you as a woman, like, you kind of smell like them afterwards, and there's extra,
But it's crazy that you would think After I no, why would I? Why?
I just thought you was tired.
And you didn't feel the extra after?
No, I didn't. So I was like, oh, he was
Well, I
probably
could tell you
tired.
what. I could tell you something. I probably jacked off,
Oh,
and then it wasn't that much.
He's a secret masturbator.
And then that probably wasn't that much.
Yeah.
So, but there's no reason for me to fake now. That's crazy. That's crazy.
So even okay, in now, because let's wrap up this question.
Okay.
In now, if you were tired, would you be like, all right, I'm tired? Like if you didn't want to finish, would you just
No,
be like,
I don't. Who don't want to finish? If we already, I'm tired. Wait. So don't get me wrong. I do be tired. But if I'm doing it, then we doing it. That's crazy. That we might have to talk off camera. That you would think that I would fake at now. Like we passed that.
I mean, I don't take it personal.
It's not about that. It's about like I'm taking it personal. Why would you think? I'm just up there lying.
Lying to kick it.
Right, like right now. Okay, let's go to the
Okay. All right. So you have the King's Clutch.
Mm-hmm.
It's a personal favorite. And you have the King Stump.
I do.
So the King Clutch is where you have. Well,
Can we say that?
Yeah, I don't want to get too.
Clutch. Say clutch.
Where you clutch a woman's neck
upside down, though.
Yeah, the reverse.
Yes.
And it's like stroking while you stroking.
Absolutely.
And then the King Stump.
That took you. The King Stump stumped you.
Yeah. You bend her over.
Yeah.
And you put your foot
on top of her head.
On her head.
Yeah.
While you getting it from the back.
Right.
So my question. So of course, like I said, King's Clutch is one of my favorites, but the King Stump, you have never.
I haven't.
Stumped me.
Right.
And okay, so how many women have you stumped?
1, 2, 3, 4.
And have all of them been positive reviews?
Yes, all of them been positive reviews. Never have anybody say, "Get your foot off my head."
Would you ever stomp me?
I don't. Good question. Let me think. Let me get into the King Stomp. The King Stomp. The King Stomp. It just means I'm acting a fool.
Yeah.
Like I'm just being stupid.
Right.
So we've never had stupid intercourse. It means I'm doing this strictly on purpose to see if I can do it.
Right.
Like to be stupid.
To act a fool.
To act a fool. Like, is she about to let me do this?
Yeah.
No, not even she. She better let me do this. If she's saying she love me, it better not be no kickback or resistance to what I'm about to do. I'm giving you the honest answer.
Okay, so how do you think I would respond to the stump?
You're going to receive the stump.
I kind of don't want it. Like now that I'm like in 2014, I probably would have liked it. Like, oh my gosh, bitch, he stumped on my head. But like right now that I'm a mom, like you gonna stump on my head?
I think you. I don't know. You don't get me wrong. You have the way to look at it how you want. But I never thought it was that deep.
Like I'm a whole mind. You sitting here stumping on my
because these girls, well,
they were
two out of 4 were moms.
But they didn't have your children.
Oh, you saying? Oh, you're specific saying I'm your being. Okay, I thought you meant just in general. I'm a mom. Oh.
Do you have any other secret moves?
I do, but they'll be a secret until I mention them on the podcast.
Off camera, you could tell me?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
But we got to save the good part on camera.
Okay. Okay. So. Okay. In the story about somebody sleeping in my bed story.
Okay.
Where and this is a good one. So you
was
guys
that episode 1?
Was
no, episode 2 or something?
Yeah, it was like after. What makes you stay the night over a woman's house? Is there anything specific that she does?
Nothing specific. Nothing specific. I might be tired. I might not want to drive home. 9 times out of 10, I want to get home.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, I want to leave. I 100% want to leave. 100%. But anything could make me stay. I could have been like, not this didn't happen, but just to think something. I'm broke,
Yeah.
and my what they call that? The money don't hit. The
Oh,
direct deposit don't hit until the morning, so I need to wait to get gas to leave. Just anything so
yeah.
trivial. So it's nothing. It's nothing.
What do you consider spending the night?
I consider spending the night is when I see the sun.
Okay.
Why?
Because
Go ahead. We here.
you used to say you was spending the night in my house, but you would leave before the sun came up.
Like what time? Did I have to go to work or?
No, yeah. You were a personal trainer then.
Oh, you talking about back? You got to give the years. You
yeah, in 2014.
Oh, I definitely. Well.
So this is when
no, I wouldn't. Oh, go ahead.
I stayed in the IE. He lived in LA, so he would come over and spend the night.
Well, then see, that's what I make sure so we won't get it messed up.
Okay.
If I did that, it was to beat the traffic, or I'm trying to. I know I got a long ride, so I'm not even resting comfortable because oh man, I gotta fucking drive back. True. So
he used to be like, I can't sleep in somebody else's bed.
That's another thing too, and I'm glad you said that because then they would have been. I really don't want to stay tonight. Mm-hmm. I really don't because I can't. I'm not about to sleep. Yeah. I'm about to wake up every 10 minutes or 15 minutes. So I really don't want to spend the night. So.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Next question. Okay. So on the topic of the sleeping in my bed story, like you explained that you guys had like a cool connection or whatever. So I know that like her dude walked in or whatever. Would you, if she would have been willing to keep dealing with you, would you have kept dealing with her knowing that she had a dude?
Yes. Yeah, because I didn't care. I wasn't trying to be with her or nothing like that.
Yeah, you just would have. Yeah. Okay. Is there a certain point like in the conversation with the woman when you decide if it's going to be a one night stand or not?
When I'm going in, I'm already thinking one night stand.
For everybody. So even with me too.
Yes, but it's what she, on the contrary, what she say that might make me be like, okay, it's not a one night stand. Okay. But I'm already going in it. I'm just trying to hit the yams and get to the next yams. And that's it. But then it might be something she might say or do that makes me do the opposite. Like, okay, I'm going to continue to converse. I'm going to continue to engage.
Okay. Well, I guess that goes into my next question, which I was going to ask you, like, has a one night stand ever turned into something more? Like where?
When I was a kid, when I was younger, 24 years old, I can remember that because that used to be a part of my little game that I used to tell women, like when they try to be resistant to the one night stand, I used to tell them that I've been with a woman for 3 years and it didn't last. And I've also been with a woman one night stand and it turned to something. So,
when you said that was your little game,
well, not game.
Like, was that true?
I used to say, yeah, it was true.
Oh, okay.
That's what, should I not say game?
Yeah.
That was my little spiel. Yeah, it's not game. Well, that's what we call it as men game. It could be true, but it's what I'm intentionally trying to gain something from saying this. So I want to plant it in our mind, like it's not all bad to have so that's why I call it game.
I don't know about how you ladies feel, but I always thought anything that was game was a lie.
Well, no, a game could be true. I'm just planting the seed. The game is the seed, and do you get it? You found it?
No, I get it.
Yeah, the game. It don't have to be a lie. A game. Well, it can be referred like, oh, that was game. That was a lie. But my game is the truth. I'm gonna plant the seeds of truth. Boom, 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 boom. So everybody has a different game. This man might got a game of lies,
right?
Where I feel I have a game of truth. It's and the game part for me and my truth is that I'm planting a seed for you to, like I said. For now, you're thinking like, oh, well, it's not all bad. He did have that's the game part.
Yeah.
Do you get it? Or
I get it.
Okay.
Because one of his other games is, well, I don't know if it's a game. Should I say this?
Absolutely. That's what we're here for.
I'm dating. Like I'm dating around. I'm dating women. Yes, I'm dating.
Yes.
I'm dating,
Yes.
and you love to emphasize that, and you love to say,
I'm dealing with women.
I'm
dating.
dealing with women. I'm dealing with more than one woman.
Yeah.
Now I'm not looking for anything, but if it turns into something,
absolutely,
could be.
absolutely. And even for that, because I want women to know that I'm dealing with other women, but I don't want you to be in my specifics.
Yeah.
Until we end whatever, like how we are.
Yeah.
But if you're not, I don't want you in my specifics. Just know off the rip, I'm dating other women. So anything else, I'm dealing with other women, sexing other women. So get out of my business. Mm-hmm. And if we flourish from there, then we will. But off the rip, get out of my business.
Get out of his business. So in one of the episodes, you slept with 3 women in one day.
Right.
That's crazy. Does it physically hurt? Like, does it hurt your penis?
In that day, no. But I've had situations where I got raw.
How does that?
Because you keep. Well,
so that means there was some dryness going.
Well, possibly, but should I say this? Yeah. So I've had maybe 2 women were hurt because it probably was dry, and we kept sexing, and then I've jacked off till my was raw.
That's a whole nother.
But to answer those 3, they was cool. They was lubricated. I was cool. Mm-hmm. Everything was cool.
Okay. Ooh, okay. Okay, so you said you flew out a catfish before. Right. And you kind of like kept her around. Like, why didn't you just tell her?
Because she was in my city. What you mean kept? What do you mean?
Like,
she was in the room.
Like, hey, like, this is not what I thought it was.
Right.
I think you should go home.
No. Do you remember the episode? I'm about to tell you. Do you remember the episode? You probably.
I thought you picked her up from the airport.
Yes, we were in Oakland. How am I gonna tell her to go home?
Get her a flight back.
She already had the flight back.
She could just change her.
Oh, well,
you didn't know.
Yeah, I'm not that. You know, I'm not.
Okay.
Flight privy. So maybe I don't think I would have did it anyway because that's kind of cruel.
That's mean.
Yeah, I don't think I would have did it. I was cool with just letting her be there and then.
Because you didn't tell in the story. I don't think you told her her face that she was a catfish.
I did not.
But you posted about it.
Yeah,
and
she was just wondering why I couldn't get erect, and I let her blow me down, give me oral, but we didn't have. And then I posted it on Facebook, and then she found out. But to answer your question, I wasn't even privy to. I could have sped up the flight. Like I needed back. Oh
no, it's some more returning flights.
Yeah, today, right while we at the airport.
You could have been like, oh, they called me into work. You're gonna have to go back.
Well, I didn't. I didn't know. I didn't know about the. I wasn't privy to the flight situations.
But how does a woman become a catfish? Because the way you kind of explained it. Mm-hmm. Like she was the actual person. So, and it's not necessarily that it's a different person. Yeah. It's that she didn't.
Well, with her, in specific with her, she was pretty. She was pretty on the first picture. And then she was pretty when I seen her, but she was just bigger than I thought. She had gained weight and she had sent me. Well, I guess I'll blame myself. They were old pictures, but I don't know how I was supposed to figure that out.
Yeah, you could kind of tell.
I guess
maybe not anymore though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How can I tell if you got all these pictures?
Yeah.
And they don't have no date on it. Yeah. So I just thought that's this is her. But then she was like a whole 100.
So I was gonna say the weight really made her look different.
Like a whole 100 pound bigger. But why would you do that? But never mind. Go ahead.
I know because like you gotta see the
you got to see the person. See him. But I was about to tell about my homeboy. What? My ex homeboy. I know a dude. I know a dude. Fuck that shit. I know a dude. He had pictures of him bodied up, swole, 6-pack, and everything, and he used to keep these pictures on his social media. So he would meet the women, get there to their house, and he'll be like, "Oh yeah, I used to be an athlete. I was an athlete, but I'm injured now, so I haven't been able to, whatever." And he said, I forgot the percentage. I think he said 80% of the time they still was like, still gave him the cat. But
yeah, I believe that because I think women are a little bit more like
Lenient,
forgiving with that kind of stuff. But also, well, if you fell out of shape, then take those pictures down, liar.
But that's what that's game. That's the other game, the lie game, the deceptive game that we were talking about.
Mm. Okay. So, the girl who ate your groceries.
Right. It's not just one, or just on the episode.
On the episode.
Oh, okay. My bad.
You talk about a girl eating your groceries. You said she was down there for a while.
Yeah, she ate my groceries the most.
Full service.
Yeah. She kept going back and forth from. What's the difference? Give me from grocery store to.
She ran errands.
Yeah. She was going to the grocery store, to the post office,
to Target.
Yeah. Came back
because she forgot something. But that's good because I wouldn't do that.
Right.
I'm sorry. I love you. I wouldn't do that. Okay. So I'm happy that you
have you ever ate groceries?
We're being honest. Yes.
Men or women?
Not a man.
Okay.
To me, and that's why I feel like this wasn't a man.
Right. It is. I can see the difference.
Oh yeah. I mean, the men got big old hairy, nutty booties.
I can see it.
So my question is, do you think that was a lot for her to give you on a first date?
What do you mean?
Wasn't
Wait, what do you mean?
That was a lot.
It was a lot, but what, in a negative way or what? No.
Like to me, that's giving a lot.
No, you better give it because
that's giving all you got.
No. And then the crazy part, I would be interested in grocery. I'm always thinking about our groceries.
Yeah.
So you better give a lot, but I don't see nothing wrong with it a lot.
If that's your best foot forward, then you should put it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Oh, I'm so happy, girl. Thank you. Do you feel like as your girlfriend that I should eat your groceries?
No, because it's not something that it's not ever requested. Hey, eat my booty or hey, eat my groceries. I've never every time, and I was gonna give them every time it's been voluntarily on their part. So yeah. I ever actually would we play? But I never seriously
right, because I was like,
I've never seriously asked you to eat my groceries because it don't matter. It's cool, but I ain't something like I need my groceries. Ain't like I'm not sure.
All right. I think that's kind of a question I already know.
But say it for the camera, or you just don't want to ask.
No, because it's kind of like, yeah. But okay, I'll say it. After watching that episode about you getting out of the friend zone,
mm-hmm.
So there's an episode where you talked about you were like best friends with the girl for a long time.
Okay.
And then, well, not a long time, but she was pretending to be your best friend, but y'all were hunching, and she had a boyfriend. And then eventually it came down to like you and the boyfriend were at her house at the same time, and her mom was like, "Girl, you got to make a decision."
Okay. Right. Go. Okay, because I've had actually 2 situations where I've had quote unquote best friend, female friends, and we slept around.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I was listening to see which one. But this is the third one.
Yeah. So my question was like, can you handle being a side nigga to a girl that you really like?
I don't really like her if I'm. Oh, like her physically?
There's a difference.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah, if I really like her, I could. Yeah, I don't think I really like her if I'm a side. Wait.
Because don't you feel like in that story,
mm-hmm.
you were the side
nigga? And I liked her.
And you liked her.
I did. So, yeah.
So, and you were fine with being the side nigga. You were fine with being the best friend. Or did you feel like you were the nigga and he was the side?
And crazy that you brought, because I was in my mind trying to figure it out. I was going to say this, but to answer your question, yes. I feel like I was more, because I was spending more time with her. He knew, only thing is he knew her first.
Yeah. And he was kind of tricking on her.
Exactly. So I forgot what I was about to say. I was thinking in my head something. Oh, this is what I was going to say. So if that's the case where I feel like I'm the side nigga and she got a main nigga, in my mind, I think I'm about to. First of all, I don't really want to be with her.
Yeah.
But I'm going to try to, not try, just be who I am, but I'm going to, for her to do that in the first place, she liked me more than him. I'm going to overcome this side nigga, and she's going to like me more than him. Now I'm not gonna be with her, but it's gonna shift the dynamic. Yeah.
Between.
So now she like me, and she probably gonna stop fucking with him.
Like what happened in the story.
Exactly.
All right. All right. All right. So one of the stories is about you having a threesome.
Right.
That you almost missed out on.
Right.
How would a threesome go for us?
Before I answer that, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Because I've been seeing this. First of all, did I tell you I've only had one threesome?
No, I thought you had more than that.
No. So why?
I thought you had more threesomes than that.
Why would you think that? Have I told you about?
No.
Exactly. So I've only had one threesome.
That means your 1,000 bodies was really one at a time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Tandem. So look. So no, but this is why I want to ask you. Don't forget your question.
Okay.
So I've only had one threesome.
Mm-hmm.
Is it true? I've been seeing this on social media. Is it true that women only give threesomes to dudes with whack sex? Because that's what I've been seeing. And I was thinking like, oh, that's probably why I had that many threesomes. Because right, like why would you give your good D? I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. It made sense. Like I'm not about to give this girl my good D. She could get my little.
I hear the logic.
Right.
I do.
And I've been seeing that a lot. And that made me think that's probably why I only got offered to,
I hear the logic, but also and I feel it. But I don't know that that's true because I've been asked to have threesomes with married couples. Her husband.
Well, she's probably tired. Not tired in the sense of I don't want to be with them, but they so familiar with each other, so she's not really tripping.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I don't know that
But let's say in a part of the honeymoon phase where she's like so intrigued what to say, because after 10 years.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know.
Well,
but I've never.
Maybe they could comment and tell us.
I've never had a threesome, so I wouldn't.
Ask them. Is that true? Is that true that men with whack sex get the threesome and you're not going to give your good sex to?
Well, to me, okay. What's the point of the threesome then? You might as well just go off to the side and have sex with the girl. Like if you know that his peen is gonna be whack.
I don't know.
Isn't it embarrassing?
For who? I don't know. I've only had one, and I did my thing.
Yeah.
But that made me think of her. Like, girl, you gave some good D away to your
friend. She was like,
well, I bet
you could have this one.
Maybe.
I don't know if it's weak peen that you give away for free,
or that you don't care.
Yeah, you don't really care.
Okay. But then you're gonna care about good D.
Yeah.
So. It's cool. So wait,
I would give you away.
So can I ask? So wait, what was your?
Oh, I was saying, how would a threesome go for us?
Like, what do you mean? How would it go?
You pick the girl. I pick the girl.
I would prefer for you to pick the girl because I'm.
You're not gonna go back in your catalog of 1,000 bodies.
I would prefer. Wait, okay. Let me sit up for this. I would prefer not to, and I also know I would rather you pick the girl because I'm more susceptible to being acceptable to whoever you bring versus I bring somebody you like, oh, I don't like her, she's not attractive or whatever. So I told you my requirements though. I want her to be, of course, feminine and soft and a girl. Because
Look, I like tomboys.
Right.
All right. Okay, next question.
Wait. Did we answer that one?
How did the threesome look for us? You said I go find the girl.
Oh, that's just that. You want to know?
Is there more?
No, I guess it's answered.
You want to finish?
I thought that was when you said what it looked like, just what you meant, like who will find? Is that what?
No, it could.
Yeah, that's what it looks like sex.
Exactly. I knew you wasn't gonna get too deeper.
It looked like sex. It looked like intercourse.
The woman that almost landed you in jail, the 3 strikes case. did she ever reach out or apologize or anything?
Crazy. No. It is something I forget. Well, I don't know. It's two things I forgot to mention. I don't know if I'm gonna mention them now, but it's two. She never reached out. It's two things. The first thing I want to mention that I forgot to tell in the story is that I end up running into one of her best friends. One of her best friends from high school, and her best friend from high school told me like, yeah, she liked that, like confirmed that she's like kind of scandalous like that,
Oh.
and that she promiscuous, and it was just crazy to like LA is a small world, of course. So it was crazy to hear her be like, yeah, she liked that. And then she also told me, that's what I said. Well, I guess that she was dealing with the boy. I think I told you. The dude from the Steve Harvey show that got killed in LA.
Oh, okay.
She was dealing with that guy, and she's always kind of throw that up. Like, and I remember, and it's crazy. That's how she said it, and then I remembered that she used to be bringing that dude up or whatever. But it was, point being, it was crazy to meet her best friend from high school, and she said she actually had told me that she had lied on some dudes or something. And whatever.
So it's kind of like in her character.
That was her in her character. So now it was like, okay, that's what she on.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, we all, we have people that we deal with, and things don't always work out. But for it to go that far, you know what I'm saying?
But even with me, and I take accountability and responsibility, and that's probably now why I be so nonchalant and so lax, and so as soon as something go bad, I'm out, because I've been through that experience where, man, you almost put me in jail for the rest of my life. So now on the first side of disagreement, I'm out. Like, and that's probably bad, but that's what the cards I've been dealt.
That's how I would move.
Yeah.
If my life had been in danger, I would rather miss out on something.
Yeah, so I thank her for even, because it also privileged me to dealing with women, because that's kind of how you should be. Because if she's on some extra, don't get me wrong, everybody get into it, everybody have disagreements, but if it's just continuous and constant, and it just seems like there's no rectification, then you got to get out of there, because she really don't like you like that. So
I agree. Okay, so I'm gonna get to the last few questions, because I know we're kind of running on time here. So in one of your more current episodes, you talked about a girl who put a restraining order on you, right? And that was a toxic, very toxic relationship. But what was most surprising to me is that y'all only dealt with each other for 3 months.
6 months.
6 months? Okay. 6 months makes me feel better than 3 months.
Okay. Well, I think 3 months. Well, 6 months, because 3 months was the bliss, and then after 3 months is when it started getting toxic.
Okay. But what was even more crazy is that you ate her vagina.
Right.
How soon after you guys hooking up did you eat her vagina, and what made you want to eat her vagina? Side note, he does not do that with everybody. So
good question. And this is to specify, this is the girl whose brother played for the Lakers or whatnot. So I don't know. I don't remember if I said it. I think I did say it in an episode. Do you remember the first night I went to her house?
Yeah.
And she gave me oral, and then she asked me in return, do you remember what I said? And I said no. So we almost didn't talk because of that, because she was pissed about that.
Right.
With that being said, it took me maybe, and this is fast, of course, maybe 2 months to, and I think I was more so, I thought she was attractive. Of course, she was my type, but that's not the end, of course. But I was more intrigued with what was going on in the lifestyle. I was more intrigued. I think she had been my most interesting female to that date. So I think that gave me a little push to
just go for it.
And I will tell you this, I might have just been feeling froggy.
Like a king stump froggy.
Yeah, like, man, let me, because I'm, like you said, I don't be with that. So I might have just been feeling like, let me see, it's been years, so, and why not with her or whatever. So it's not really nothing she did or nothing she said or nothing. I probably just was like, let me, I could have saw a video that made me, so it's nothing, not to put too much on it or anything, but it did happen.
And you feel comfortable to keep doing it. Remember, you said that was your little tactic to get her to talk to you.
That's what I'm about to. I'm trying to see how to word it. So like you said, toxic. We was in a toxic situation. So we used to get into it. And this is my first time being in a situation where I'm getting into it, but I'm coming back. We disrespecting each other to the utmost, but then we talking to each other. So I think even in that was the I really haven't thought about it, but that in that was like the back and forth and the get back to. I think I was in that toxic space at the time. So that was my little thing, like, okay, I'm gonna do this and this. Because she'd be like, I'm not gonna talk to you.
Yeah. You be like,
come outside.
Yeah.
And then, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's funny because I did feel a little salty, like, but I had to realize, and this is advice to other ladies too, is that like you've been there too. Like for me, I've been with somebody who caused me to do things that I probably wouldn't normally do, or that's kind of out of character.
Right.
So like, don't be so quick to be upset with
Like,
your
why did you
partner.
do
Like,
that
why
to
would
me?
you do this with her?
Right.
Shit, it's a lot of things that I did with people that I probably shouldn't have done with them, or so. And there's not always usually one answer or one reason. It's usually a multiple reasons and timing,
Exactly,
and things like that.
And that's what I was trying to. Yeah, there's no really like, it just all the events created that action.
Right. Okay, I think I got 2 or 3 more questions. Cool. Okay, so on your Christmas special story, you talked about that you had been talking to a girl. You guys had met up after she was at like a Christmas party. Okay. Right. You did your thing in the park. It was great. And then you had some problems trying to do it again later that night. Right. You guys met up when Christmas shopping, and you got a hotel room, and then you guys were going to do the deed again. And it didn't go so well. Right. So, and we've talked about her before. But so in the story, you didn't get to tell, like, even though you didn't perform well at the hotel or whatever the case may be, I know that you guys still kept talking after that.
To be honest with you, it seemed like that lack of performance is what put the wedge. I don't know, because we haven't talked seriously. Oh, wait, I take that. She gave me another chance.
Yeah.
But then even that wasn't as bad as the other ones, but it wasn't hitting like I needed.
Sex never got right with her.
Sex never got right with her. Never. And I I don't know. I couldn't tell you why. I think like maybe it's something from the what they call it, like ordained.
Was it a curse?
Like not I wasn't thinking that, but for something I just never got right with her sexually. I don't know. Can't tell you why, but it seemed like those maybe I don't know anyway. It seemed like those put a wedge in us. So although we talked, it wasn't like how when we in the beginning we used to talk every day, FaceTime every day. We was cool, we laughed, it was fun, it was cool. It seemed like those bad sex situations, because some women are like that.
Right.
Some women, if the sex not hitting like she wanted to hit, but I do it, and I can't even be mad at her either, because she gave me 3 chances.
Yeah.
She gave me 3 chances, so I don't think was it something for me to her that I was like,
sometimes
some people just don't click. Yeah, I know. But why? Because I liked her. I was attracted to her.
And she's beautiful.
Right. So I didn't know why, but it just wasn't hitting.
That's interesting. Yeah. So I didn't know that it never hit.
It never hit.
That's interesting. Oh. Okay. So so far you told a lot of stories about women's and your interaction with women, and to me, like some of the stories even have 3 parts, because you have so much dealing with women, with these women, or with a particular woman. Some are one night stands, but some are women that you dated consistently. But you always make it a point in your show to say, she was not my girlfriend, we were just dating.
Right.
So why do you? Because to me, some of the situations, like y'all was doing girlfriend and boyfriend things.
Go ahead.
So why is it so important to you to stress that they weren't your girlfriend, even though you were doing like girlfriend stuff?
well, off the bat, it's I know people be trying to put emphasis in titles and emphasis on wife and husband, but for me, I don't believe in the marriage thing.
Mm-hmm.
But my girlfriend and boyfriend is serious to me. Me calling a girl my girlfriend, that's serious. So I just wanted to emphasize, although we might be doing girlfriend boyfriend stuff,
Mm-hmm.
which you kind of put me privy to. I was just living my life.
Right.
I was just doing. I don't mind going to whatever with you, but for me to put a title of girlfriend on you, that's serious to me. So I always wanted to make sure that when I was telling a story, that the viewers or the people watching knew, oh, it wasn't, because that's serious to me. That's very serious to me. But then, like we've talked, I do understand now, and I probably I didn't know better. I thought, okay, we just talking. We still could go get something to eat. We could still go to the movies. We could still, but I do understand now that those are some girlfriend and boyfriend type stuff. But I always, like you said, like you was addressing, I do make sure to say that we were just whatever, because that's serious to me.
Yeah.
And even I had to really reflect. In my adult years, I've only had 2 girlfriends. I had to really out of the 1,000 bodies. I really only had 2 girlfriends in my adult life. So that shows you that although I might have sex in 1,000 bodies, to me sex isn't anything. That's a whole nother topic. But the connection of having a girlfriend, that's serious. Of calling somebody that your mate.
Yeah, I agree. It is serious, and I feel like people throw it around too easily. I'm probably not as strict as you are, which I understand, but I hear so many of my female friends like talk about like, oh, he wants me to be his girlfriend, and it'd be like, already, like y'all only been talking for a month or two. To me, ladies, that's like a red flag. Right. If a nigga is willing to, either he's gonna be super clingy, controlling on you, which you probably don't want, or he's lying just to get the pussy, like, that being a title being thrown on you so quickly, you should be weary of that. And I have been weary of that. And I don't have very many people that I call my boyfriend or girlfriend that I've dealt with. Right. I'll be quick to be like, no, we was talking, we was dating. Yeah. It wasn't my little friend. That's my little friend. Because honestly, you was gonna be my little friend for a long time. Right. You was my little friend for a long time. Exactly. So, all right. Last question, just to wrap things up. 1,000 bodies. Are there any bodies that you are ashamed of?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you was gonna say no.
No, I ain't. Well, what are we saying? What is ashamed?
Like you would be ashamed to be like, I smashed.
Yeah, absolutely. Hell yeah.
Really?
Taking some for the team. I ain't gonna ask you if you ever take some for the team.
No.
But as men, we've taken some for the team. I can remember my first one that I took from the team was my good best friend Terrell. Hopefully you watching it. And he had brought. I'm not gonna use the girl's name. He was dealing with this pretty girl, and then they was ditching. This was in high school. They was ditching, and she brought her friend, and the friend was toe up. But I took one for the team, and point being, that's just one. So yeah, I've absolutely. I could think, yeah. Do I want to say? Yeah,
I'm ashamed of some of your bodies.
Are you?
Yeah.
What body are you? Well, do we not without saying names, off the rip? Do you have you physically seen? Or just that I've told you that's how they act, and then you like, why would you even
deal with?
Right. Okay.
And then I have to put my boy brain on and be like, well, it was a vagina.
Right, it was sex. Right. But yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's I ain't gonna say I hate, because I don't really give a damn. It's funny when men try to make it seem like they only mess with bad broads.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro, then you ain't had too much sex, because you gonna mess with some average
poon.
Yeah. And maybe a little below average as well. So if you got 1,000 bodies, don't come telling me. Or if you trying to claim that you be doing the most, you ain't mess with all, because I could section my stuff and now it's all bad females. I'm down to 100 bodies, Took my, not literally though. But point being, you say you need to tell me 900 was but just giving a hypothetical. But I don't like when men be like, oh, I'll be mad. And that's cool if you do, if you are that man that do, but I know you limit it.
Yeah.
So
Because it ain't that many bad females in the
that's
world. That's going to give you the
no,
boom.
it's a lot of bad females in the world, but that's not about to be attracted to you. And what?
Idris Elba.
Well, yeah, we're talking about the exception to the rule or whatever, but just an average man that I be talking to, and don't try to tell me in LA that all you mess with is bad, and it possibly can, but tell me about them 5 through the course of 10 years that you've only slept with.
All right. Well, those are my questions for this episode.
So we're going to go continue with, what days are we going to be on?
Thursday.
Thursday evenings. Make sure you tune in. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. What's the title?
1,000 Bodies with Mars. No, lied. 1,000 Questions with Mars.
1,000 Bodies with Mars. That makes it seem like you got that.
Right. That's what I was like, wait. 1,000 Questions with Mars.
1,000 Bodies podcast presents 1,000 Questions from Mars.
Yeah. That's it.
That's like, share, subscribe. Do we want to? Is that it?
Yep.
Okay.
That's how those kids, the young kids be doing. They be like,